Hi, I'm Don Bladan from SampleLibraryReview.com. Excited to be checking out Metropolis Ark 5 by Orchestral Tools. Orchestral Tools is finishing off the Metropolis Ark Series with Metropolis Ark 5, calling this the end of an era. Metropolis Ark 5 downloads as 80 gigabytes. It's losslessly compressed using the Sine Arc compression from 182 gigabytes. Sampled at 24-bit 48K with multiple string sections and ensemble sizes, orchestral brass and woodwind sections, multi-vowel legato choir, and analog synths. There's a selection of stabs, glissandos, crescendos, swells, and rips, as well as shepherd tones for the orchestra and choir, all recorded on the Teledeck scoring stage in Berlin. This is compatible with the free Sine player, which includes mic merging, and you can download separate instruments a la carte. Metropolis Ark 5 is currently on intro price for $249 till January 4th, 2022. Normal price sells for $449. At the time I put this video together, there is a Sine bundle with all 5 of the Metropolis Ark instruments for Sine, available now for €999. Normally sells for €2,695. Today's video, we're going to do a first look playing through each of the articulations, and then towards the end we'll do a little bit of speed writing, utilizing the instruments that I was curious to see how they might go together, and create a quick little piece of music just with a few tracks of Metropolis Ark 5. So let's go ahead and dive in. Strings, woodwinds, brass, choir's library, blends, this should be a lot of fun, and synths, analog synths, all kinds of crazy stuff. You just have to start with strings, don't you? Let's jump around though. Let's just not go one by one. Let's check out the strings orchestra, and this is the shorts. I heard the demo on this. It sounded so good. I can't wait to play it. Wow, that is a great sound. I just love the dynamic range in those. And a great room tail, too. Let's clear that off. Okay, let's see what some of this other stuff is all about. Strings, large orchestra with winds. And it looks like we got sustains, swells, stabs. And, our key switches are way up at the top. Yeah, I've said it 100 times. Strings sound great. Strings with winds. It sounds like an orchestra. Listen to the swells. Lovely sound. I just love the sound of this library already. great sounds. Let's move along to the high strings. And we've got the short master, which has got the velocity sensitive performance, and then playable runs with the legato. Yeah, that's a really nice sound, and that's with the mod wheel you can control your dynamics. Let's see what the difference between that legato one and this just playable runs is. Yeah, that legato in there really adds a nice bit of realism to it. Let's check out the low strings. Same thing with shorts, playable runs with legato, and playable runs. Loving it. Beautiful. A little bit of slop this morning. Haven't had a full cup of coffee yet. Let's move along to the string quartet and hear this one. Same thing, shorts, masters, and playable runs. So they've used similar techniques for putting these together then. Real nice, real immediate, for sure. Nice string quartet short sounds there. And with the strings, we're going to call that a preview. So we're going to move into the woodwinds here. And these have a slew of articulations. This looks like they've taken the spirit of what we saw in the strings and put it into several articulations just in the highs. Let's listen to some of these. Very smooth. I'm playing that a little low in the register. Let's see what we do in high. Again, a little sloppy. Not the best player there. And then we've got crescendos. Yeah, I love any kind of tool like this. With some little riffs can add so much to have an actual phrase performance versus, trying to whip it up inside of an articulation that wasn't meant to play that way. Lows follow the same structure with the articulations. Looks like we've got the same kinds. We don't have those fanfares, staccato, marcato. Let's listen to some of these. Yeah, lovely sound with those legatos. And I was wrong. There's the marcato fanfare. Such a wonderful stereo spread. You get the immediacy of the players and that tail, and I think that just is a testament to the Teledeck scoring stage. And then we have a woodwind ensemble patch. Let's check this guy out with fanfare. Oh, I only loaded the fanfare here. Let's start that again. There, let's load the whole thing. We've got the marcato fanfare. Now, there's going to be a point, I think, I hear in the center here where we get a jump from those very focused high to the spread of the low winds. But I can say that listening to it just with a quick playthrough, these sound just as good as the high and low separate instruments. And I think that's something that's overlooked far too often. So many ensembles from other developers, you get an ensemble and it's combining their high and low, and it just loses some of the sparkle sometimes. I don't quite know what the process is that happens, but this doesn't. We got brass. Very nice. And then we've got a flugelhorn here. Yeah, really nice rounded sound. In this particular instrument, I'm hearing a lot of the tree. I'm going to back it off a touch so we can hear the spot. Let's move along. We've got low brass, and we've got a separate low brass mellow. And that's kind of exciting. That means that maybe this low brass is really bitey. Let's find out. With the legato run there, you'd have to have a very special kind of run for a low brass, I would think, to get it to sound good. Yeah, it's got a really neat character to it with that legato added. And the added shepherd tones. And it would just go on forever. Let's compare that to the brass mellow. And here we're dealing with the sustains, legatos, sustains, sustain pads, and sustain swells. Yeah, really nice sound. Very warm. And pads and swells, I don't think we need to listen to both of those. And we've got a full brass ensemble. Let's see how this holds up here. We've got marcato fanfare and marcato staccato. This might be a little too picky of a critique, but is it always that way? Is it always down and up? I thought it was the other way. I thought it was up then down. Yeah. Okay. That's an inconsistency in articulations. Not a big deal. Just usually you'd think they'd have it run all the same way. Those orchestral sections sound just fantastic. Got some choir instruments that come with it as well. Let's find out what the female choir sounds like. So if you play these separated without the legato, you get ooh, ah, oh. Oh, you get a gra as well. If you play it with the legato, it continues on the same vowel. got some sustains. As well as pads. Changing vowel throughout, swells. Crescendos in long, medium, and short, as well as glissandos. And shepherd tones. Oh boy, I wonder how long these go on. I'm sure that they're looped somewhere, but oh, I feel for the session players when they have things like this. And I'd be curious to find out whether the timing of their shifting is the same as the male choir's shepherd tones, which we could probably see. They probably use the same samples combining the mixed choir too. So let's check out the male choir. Very different vocalization with the vowels and consonants we're hearing than the female choir. Vocalization changing throughout those pads. We heard rips and crescendos long down. And shepherd tones. However, I think the patch that I'm the most excited to check out in the choirs is the mixed choir, to see how these two instruments blend together. And unfortunately, there's no legato. It's easy enough to do 2 tracks, having them play in octaves or something, but just was curious to see that. Sustains. Vocalizations changing or synced together here. Very nice. And then the divided across the keyboard, male on the bottom, of course, female across the top. Kind of cool. Hearing them both, and then yep, syncing together nicely with the shepherd tones. All right, let's check out the Blends folder. Now, this is one of my favorite things when developers put together instruments like this, because it can be such an incredible writing device to quickly jump in and have a flute and piccolo, or actually flute and violins, together here. And I love how this is balanced just like it would be in the room. You can just barely make out the flute in the low register. But as soon as you get up high, the flute's natural, just cutting through to the top of your perception. Ooh, you even hear a little bit of the flutiness going on there. Trumpet and violins. I'm not editing this, so that's real time loading up off of an SSD. Now that's pretty interesting. And I want to take a look at the mix here. We've just got spot and tree. There's no division between my trumpet and violin. And you can hear the trumpet is way up on top. And a little bit more balanced in the higher register. And that's just the nature of the instrument. And they've captured it nicely. The instruments in the room, I should say. Captured it very organically, in my opinion. Horns, woodwinds, and violas. Cannot wait to hear this guy. And loading in real time. No editing here. And here we really lovely sound. This is one of those combinations that I personally don't use a lot in my orchestration. Listening to it now, I can see where it would come in really handy and how my orchestration is going to improve thinking of using this combination. Horns and cello, a beautiful combination that I do like. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like with Metropolis Ark 5 loading up in real time, and we are there. Yeah, just really warm. When you hear the horns alone, or if you could hear the horns alone, we'd have to go to a different Metropolis Ark to get some horns. But hearing them with the cello, it just warms it up, thickens it up. And then probably the most surprising thing that I thought for them to do here is to put this analog synths patch in Metropolis Ark 5. And they've treated it the same way with the same kind of articulations, spot and tree mics, and loading in real time. We've got the sustains with legatos. Rips down. I don't see rips up, but all right, let's listen to them. This sounds to me like a low winds and organ ensemble. Just hear a little bit of a sine wave there that I didn't hear before. So this patch is going to be great for just filling in some low end and a little bit of bite with the high end. Interesting sounds. Shepherd's tones. And then rips up way down here at the bottom. Another thing to note here is we've moved up to B7 through G8 for those particular key switches, and I think that's mostly because that short master range is so huge. This will be a very cool patch to play around with some of the other instruments, like the string section. Yeah, let's start playing around with it here. Come up with something fun. I'm just going to record in real time, guys. I don't do it a lot, but let's see if I don't kill my computer. Let's go to 145, and got to turn some things on. Okay, we'll get a little ostinato pattern going. Let's see if I can get something out of this. Pretty close to what I wanted. Let's take a look and dive in. Oh, it's a little bit pushing ahead on everything there. Let's close it up. A little bit of... Okay. Kind of like that. It's fun. Let's go ahead and take it. Double it up. Oh, not that way. Got to do it back here, I guess. There we go. Now we got... Okay, that's my pluck synth. Duplicate that. Go to strings. It's going to be my high string. Although I may end up using the master strings. String orchestra. Yeah, let's use that short master. That'll be easy to play with. I'll be able to manipulate it quite a bit. Shorts master. Yeah, I can take this whole thing. I'm starting to hear some fun things that I could like to do with this. Could be pretty simple to... Double up our... And then we'll go the opposite way and double it up. Double down, I should say. Having fun so far. Let's go with something for a little bit of a lead line. Use one of our combinations, blends, trumpet and violins. This will really cut through. So the trick will be to play something that builds softly. It's coming together nicely, if I do say so myself. I think what we want to do is double up my last one when we go up high with another blend, flute, and violins. And the reason I want to do this is because my flute will really cut through up in a higher register here. Yeah, hear how that flute's just blasting in. And then I think let's do another little synth piece, a little deeper, kind of something to give us a little bit more oomph and bite with the synth. Find out what we got here. See what the sustain long patch will give us. So this is going to be kind of fun here. It's really going to brighten it up. Let's listen to this here and yeah, pretty fun. Just a few minutes of speed writing and 5 tracks. I'm able to get something that's a really good bass for a cue if I needed to. Just using Metropolis Ark 5, the sound is fantastic on this library. It's not going to be the Metropolis Ark instrument I would recommend if you're just looking for one Metropolis Ark library. But I love what they've done with it. I feel like this master strings, the short master, that is the diamond in this. I mean, all of it sounds good, but that thing is just wonderful. Woodwinds sound great. Brass, really nice. Choirs, I should have used the choir in that mock-up. What was I thinking? The blends, of course, going to be inspiring, easy to use, especially when you're using with other Metropolis Ark instruments together. And then the synth, that's kind of a neat little tag on. It's not something I expected, and something that, I don't know. I might try it out here and there. We'll see if it becomes a go-to or not. It sure is an interesting take on a synth, though, in a way that I feel like it's custom built to kind of blend with the orchestral sections for what Orchestral Tools is doing with this. Overall, Metropolis Ark 5 is just another wonderful addition to this fantastic series. The end of an era, they said. Well, it's going out with a nice bang. Thanks for spending a little time with me here today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please comment below. Tell me if you'd like to see a little more speed writing in these walkthrough videos. Please give the video a like and comment below if you'd like to see more speed writing in these first looks. I always love to do that to get a little feel for how the instruments blend together, what might inspire me, even just diving in, getting my toes in the water, so to speak. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Head back around for our weekly deal compressor show on Fridays.